Hi, my name is Don Scott. I'm a former founder of JPS Communications Incorporated. My partners and I started this company in 1988. They were Tom Jacks and the late Peter Flasterer. We, of course, began to produce interoperability products prior to the year 2000, and those became instrumental in reactions to incidents such as what occurred at 9/11 with the Twin Towers and the Pentagon. We were driven into interoperability solutions, of course, by incidents such as Columbine High School and the bombing of the Federal Building in Oklahoma City. The good news, however, is the first of the year, I was given the opportunity to reacquire the assets of the former JPS Communications Incorporated. So why would I want to do that? The company, of course, that resulted is called JPS Interoperability Solutions Incorporated. The group of investors that I put together to acquire these assets is comprised of key employees of the company with some key members of the sales distribution channel. And in acquiring these assets, we were able to once again remain in the original building on 5800 Departure Drive in Raleigh and begin operations on April the 15th of 2016 this year. And so now we're a month and a half or so into operation. Orders are rolling in. Why does this make sense to continue operating and providing products such as the ACU family of interoperability solutions and the SNV family of voters to expand coverage for public safety? Well, besides being an intelligent investment for a small business with huge potential, there was somewhat of a moral obligation in the process because these solutions are used to protect the citizens of this country as well as the public safety officials who are first responders. And they are deployed in mass casualty incidents, whether they're weather-related or driven by terrorism. We know this world today is obviously a vastly changed world since September 11th, and we sit in a position to be the friend and aid of the first responder community by bridging everybody's communications together, including all radios, SATCOM, all cellular, even landlines. We don't really care what form of communications is brought to the scene. We can provide bridging and networking of those. So how did this company called JPS Interoperability Solutions become restructured? Well, I was able, fortunately, to pick up 20 of the former employees who, of course, are somewhat of a brain trust and put them to work on April 15th in this reorganization. Now, where are we headed? Well, obviously, the name says interoperability, so we must be going further into interoperability. And to tell you the truth, for some time, I have believed that I know other areas that will become migration paths for what we call interoperability in other types of worlds and technologies. And obviously with FirstNet emerging LTE, we're going to be a player there. So what are we doing in engineering? We are developing additional products. They will be coming out. They will be quantum steps, but there will be technology solutions that are very visionary for the future. And we plan to abide by the same mission that we always had, which was to design, develop, and manufacture high-tech solutions for traditional communications problems. So that product that comes out of R&D regularly every couple months will fit into that particular solution category. The employees, of course, include engineers that are key and critical, as well as members of the direct sales staff and manufacturing personnel. And we are actively building more product as the market has exhausted virtually what we had on the shelf. So, why did I want to sit here? I wanted to reassure the world that we are in operation, obviously, but I wanted to thank the customers who waited for this reconstruction to occur from the assets of the former JPS Communications. These customers were patient and waited for me to negotiate and reach agreement on placing these assets back in operation. Of course, reacquiring the commitment to do warranty for the market. And now, being in the same building, we're very familiar with our surroundings. We are able to kickstart the R&D world. The customers, of course, in our hearts are key to why we exist. And our belief is if we do right by customers, we do right by suppliers, and we do right by who we are, and we are nothing without them, the employees, we do right with those three groups, then a certain measure of success will be ours. So, I'm here today to reintroduce you to a company called JPS Interoperability Solutions Incorporated, and to reassure you that we are here to continue to supply you with your existing needs, to complete any deployments you had underway, as well as to give you new technology, some of which will be very surprising, but all of which should be leading in the R&D field and also in the market for this type of technology. The first responder community, of course, deserves these tools because their job is most difficult when they reach a scene and many people are down. And so, for me, I'm Don Scott. The company is JPS Interoperability Solutions, and we are here once again.